Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Stefon Diggs, Josh Allen, and Von Miller, the drama. Last year, when Josh Allen played awful against the Bengals, Stefon Diggs showed him up on television with cryptic and was cryptic on social media all off season. Allen relentlessly defended him. This year, Diggs had bad moments, drop passes in the fourth quarter, make hand gestures to Allen like it was Allen's fault, then runs from the media again. The last time Diggs had a 100-yard game was week 6 versus the Giants. The last time he had a touchdown was week 12 against the Eagles. Von Miller was paid $15 million this season. He had 0 sacks, 5 tackles in 14 games. And he also left before the media entered the locker room.
Well, the cryptic messages, I'm not sure. No sign that they were directed toward Josh Allen.
Who they directed at?
Huh? Oh, I mean, we can't say they were directed toward Josh.
So let me ask you a question.
They have a relationship.
If I throw you the ball and you throw your hands up at like that, who they directed at?
Oh, in that moment, I mean that happens. That happens. It's not. Is it throwing up in disgust or throwing up as in like? Okay, we got the next one.
I noticed what he didn't do when he dropped that 65-yard ball. What did he do?
My bad.
That's what he should have done.
I mean, after he missed it, he looked back. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think at the media at times. I think
ain't no media. That's him.
Listen. Well, not media. I'm just saying in general how we take things and we twist it and thinking that they have an issue or they have their own bad.
Can we pull up those his tweets? Do we got those, Ash?
Yeah, and you'll see it's probably had nothing to do with Josh. Listen, you talk about the number one receiver on the team and the quarterback. The relationship is always good. It's always good. Now, what I don't like, listen to me. Stay with me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Stefon Diggs.
Yeah.
A prominent number one.
Yes.
Top 5 receiver in today's NFL, right? They don't feature that exactly. They don't feature him in the offense to make it much easier, not just for him, but to open up everything else that they do. Because everyone else is playing with James Cook playing really well in the run game. James Cook playing really well in the pass game, being that he's a dual threat and could do more than just be a running back. But again, when I look at people like Puka Nacua and doing what he did over there with the Rams as a rookie, 5th-round pick. And then I look at the Bills having someone that is proven at the receiver position and them not putting him in position to succeed and put up the numbers similar to what Puka Nacua was able to do. It just doesn't sit right with me because you have a player that is very efficient that can help your offense and put you in positions and change the dynamic of the game at any point. And you don't use him that way. You use it more as a goddamn decoy.
Ocho.
It's just weird to me. It's just weird to me.
The worst thing,
as you get older, you know what they do. As you get older, they don't use you. The opportunities all seem to decrease at a certain time. And the first thing they do in the offseason, they say, well, your numbers aren't what they used to be. Now you're 29 or you're 30 or you're 28 and you're not putting up the same type of production that's warranted with the contract or the money you're receiving. So how about you get to next thing is going to be, how about you take a pay cut? You know how the business is. The business dirty. The business real dirty. I'm not making no excuses for them. I'm just saying I understand the play and what they're trying to do.
Ocho, stay with me now. I want you to stay with me.
I'm with you.
The worst thing that a player can do is measure his success by what somebody else is doing. You see what you keep doing every time?
No. I ain't mean to do that. I ain't mean to do that.
Puka Nacua. Look at what Puka Nacua is doing. Look at what Puka Nacua is doing.
From an offensive standpoint, in using him, I'm just talking about using him to do what how do I say it? The way they're using him, even with the Triple Crown winner over there in Cooper Kupp.
Is that their offense? Is that Buffalo's offense? So you want me to scrap my offense that we run and to do it what they do? No,
you don't have to scrap your offense. You put Stefon Diggs in positions to make the plays, to keep the ball moving down the field.
So, but when they put him in position and he dropped the ball, then whose fault is that?
Come on, we talk about one play. Don't do me like that.
No. So he only dropped one ball this year.
Okay, he dropped. He dropped 2.
No, that's last night.
Oh, I don't know how many he dropped this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. It's
So
not that it's not that many. It's not that many. He has phenomenal hands. It's not that many.
On April 1st, Diggs tweeted, "Come and rescue me." Who's that directed at?
He talking to one of his ladies. He talking to one of his girls. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
In April, we talk about April.
Why not pick up the phone and call her?
Huh?
Why not pick up the phone and call her?
It's a subtweet, man.
Exactly. Thank you.
No,
Stay with me, Ocho. Stay with me. Stay with me, Ocho.
We talk about April. Diggs ain't thinking about no goddamn football in April. This man be moving, man. This man be moving. That's a subtweet. Hey, he know who it's to. Baby, come rescue me. You know? That's a subtweet. They ain't got nothing to do with football. Trust me. Give me another tweet. And I'm gonna tell you what it is. You got to learn how to read cryptic stuff.
Pro Football Focus credit Diggs with 8 drops this season, the 4th most this season.
The 4th? You serious?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a question. Do you have who is number 1? Do you have number 1? I'm just curious.
Hell, probably somebody from Kansas City. Probably. Puka was number 1 in drops.
Serious?
Oh yeah.
Well,
there you gotta go. Puka the cool, the guy that you just keep out. He dropped more passes than everybody.
Right.
Then Kadarius Toney up high on the list. Anybody from Kansas City?
Oh, that's crazy, man. You know, it's very difficult to catch every single ball that's thrown your way. As much as you work on it, you've been playing football since you was 8 years old.
Yes.
And you get to the highest level. At some point, you're gonna drop balls sometime.
That's why you keep your mouth shut when you don't get the ball. Because when you keep running your mouth when you don't get the ball and they throw you the ball and then you drop it, then what, Ocho? Now everybody in the stands looking at you. You talk about you want the ball, he threw it to you, you didn't catch it. Now you looking like boo-boo the fool.
It's just with great understanding, you want the ball and understanding what you can do to help your team.
Okay, when I give you the ball and you drop it, then what? Well, so is it great understanding that you requested the ball, I gave it to you, and then what?
It's hard to argue the fact.
Ocho, stay with me.
I'm with you, baby, but it's hard to argue the fact. But still, hey, you know, when Steph missed a shot, does that mean he stopped shooting?
No.
There you go.
Oh, so now Stefon Diggs is Steph.
If you understand, you have a dynamic playmaker. If you have a dynamic playmaker like Stefon Diggs and he drop a ball, you don't get mad at him because you keep coming to it because you understand what he can do for you.
But you can't keep saying, pass me the ball, and when I pass you the ball, you keep missing shots. Because what they're going to do? They're going to call the play for somebody else.
You right. I'm with you when you're right. That's one thing about it. I'm not going to argue just to argue.
And then Puka was a rookie, Ocho. But what are we going to do about Vaughn? Vaughn made 15 million, 0 sacks, 5 tackles in 14 games.
I mean, he just coming off an injury. You got to give him some grace. You got to give him some grace. It's his first year back from that injury.
How much you gave the Bills back in salary?
Huh?
How much you gave the Bills back in salary? How many you heard what I said the first time?
You know, we don't get no money back. We don't do that.
Okay. So can I get some production?
Huh? Oh, you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some next year. You got to give him a grace.
No, I need that this year. I paid you this year.
You got to give him a grace period coming off an ACL injury. You got to give him his grace period.
I did.
No, you didn't. This season.
So you mean to tell me I can't get 1 sack in 14 games? I can't get 1 sack.
You got to understand the type of injury he's coming out. It was catastrophic.
Ocho, okay. In 14 games, I can't get 1 sack, and let's just say you average a tackle a game. So I couldn't get 1 sack and 14 tackles? Just one. Just give me 1 sack. 14 games. You can't give me 1 sack. In 14 games, you can't give me but 5 tackles?
Listen, you know how difficult it is for you to bend coming off that injury like that? And getting over the mental hurdle. Can I really bend like I want to? Can I do the moves that I've used to doing when I was healthy and I had no injury? You got to get a feel for the game and gradually get your body back into it, knowing that you could do it and not fearing that you're going to test something again. That's why I said this year, coming off that injury, it's a grace year, and I guarantee you we get Von Miller we used to seeing next year.
Ocho, all they see is 40 with Miller on the back.
Yeah, you see 40 with Miller on the back, expecting the 40 with Miller on the back before the injury. That's not the way it works when you're coming off an injury like that. When
Did he
you sustain
expect
something
so
that
did
of
he
that
expect
magnitude?
so in other words, since he came off an injury, we should have cut his salary to make it more reflective of his play.
No, you know what they should have done?
I'm asking, yeah, what should they have done?
Maybe keep the salary the same and make it incentive based.
Well, he'd have been on a minimum salary because I don't know what numbers he could have hit. 0 sacks and 5 tackles, Ocho. I mean, let that sink in, Ocho. 0 sacks and 5 tackles in 14 games.
I know,
even with an ACL injury, Ocho, okay. Let's just say he don't give.
You got to get to the root of the problem and understanding why, though, and understanding why. Before the injury, he was all world, baby. That was that boy.
Yes.
You couldn't take nothing from him. There was no argument. He was one of the best in the game at the position.
Yes.
He was TJ Watt. He was Myles Garrett. But again, an injury of that magnitude.
So he's the first player to come back from an ACL injury and have. So most guys that come back from ACL injuries have in a 14-game schedule.
They not the same now. You know that. We can go down.
I'm not asking him for 15 sacks. I'm asking for 1.
Oh, for something? Okay. I see you going with it. Yeah, I can't attest to that because I'm not a defender. I'm just understanding the injury is the reason for.
So let me ask you a question. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you're a receiver.
Yeah.
And you're making $15 million. So in other words, you can't give me 1 touchdown and 10 catches. You give me no touchdown and 5 catches. That's what you give me, even with an ACL injury in 14 games.
I mean, I'm gonna give you something. And it's funny. I don't even have the right to be talking about anything when it comes to injuries because my black ass I ain't got hurt in the 13 years I did play, but let me knock on wood. I'm just giving you a better understanding on why the numbers aren't looking like what they used to. And it always is because of injuries. That's why players never look the same.
I'm not asking Von Miller.
You just want something.
I just want you to say, you know what, you right. He got to give us something.
Okay. All right.
Even with an ACL injury, he coming off an ACL. You got to give us. What about Adrian Peterson? Adrian Peterson came off an ACL.
He the only one. Let me take my glasses off. Adrian Peterson is the only one to come off an injury like that and come back like ain't shit happened. I don't know who did his therapy, who did his recovery. I don't know what Adrian Peterson did, but he came back like nothing happened. I've never seen anybody have an injury of that magnitude to go out, oh my goodness, and come back in such a short amount of time and ain't miss a beat.
Well, I saw Jerry Rice tear his
ain't miss a beat.
I saw Rod Wilson tear his ACL and came back and played in the Super Bowl. Had a pass breakup, a couple of tackles. I saw Jerry Rice tear his ACL and come back and catch 2 touchdowns in a game.
Wait, Jerry tore his ACL?
He tore his ACL, absolutely did, in 97.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I know you didn't. So just imagine what his numbers would have been had he played the whole season. So you're going to add what? How many more catches you going to add to that 1,500?
Mm-hmm.
How many, 1,000 yards you going to add another to that 22,000?
Right.
How many touchdowns you going to add?
You sure he tore his ACL was like an MCL sprain or something? Come on now.
Jerry tore his ACL in 97, first game of the season.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's hard. That's hard to come back from too, especially at the receiver position.
And he came back. And see, think about what he did. You didn't even know he tore his ACL. That's how great he was after he tore it.
I didn't. Honestly, like all jokes aside, I never knew that.
And he came back, and then he ended up cracking his kneecap against us on a Monday night.
Hold on, he tore his knee. Wait.
Go look it up. 97
and cracked his kneecap.
Yes. Go back and look it up. 97. First game of the season, Warren Sapp face masked him. I think Warren got him by a face mask. Twisted it. He came back on a Monday night against us, caught 2 touchdowns.
Wait, how you tear your ACL and come back the same season?
He did it.
Nah, then it wasn't no ACL then. That's why I said it had to be an MCL sprain or something.
It was an ACL.
You can't tear your ACL and come back in the same season, man.
He did. Rod Wilson tore his ACL and came back and played in the Super Bowl against the Cowboys.
But that goes against everything that okay. All right, you right. I ain't finna argue with you.
I need you to stay with me though. because I lost it. I lost it somewhere along the way. I asked you to stay with me, and I lost it somewhere along the way.
I'm with you.
He tore his ACL and his MCL in game 1. Yes, he played against us, didn't he? Did he play against us on the Monday night?
I'm confused. ACL, MCL injuries, that's a 6-7 month process.
Cam Akers tore his Achilles and came back and played in the season.
Okay, I'm tripping. Something ain't right. Now maybe the diagnosis might have been wrong, but an ACL injury is a 6-7 month process of therapy, healing. You got to do all that.
Frank Gordon tore both of his. Frank Gore tore both of his ACLs. And the third lead rusher
and came back the next season.
And tore both of them.
Yeah.
And ended up being the second lead rusher all time.
Yeah.
A third lead rusher all time. Yeah. So this notion that you can't come back.
Look, Frank, I didn't say you can't, not in the same goddamn season, though.
Yeah. Yeah. He came back week 16 against us. Damn. Jerry did. Yes. And scored a touchdown, didn't he? Yes.
Well, that's great, boy. I ain't never heard of that. Boy, that.
So you mean to tell me? Jerry tears his ACL week 1, come back and catches a touchdown in week 16, and you mean to tell me in 14 weeks Von Miller can't give me 1 sack and more than 5 tackles? Yeah, you lying to me, Ocho.
Listen,
you lying to me.
Them is different in them trenches now.
The man is a wide receiver with an ACL. So what you think harder to play? A defensive player or a wide receiver with a torn ACL? You've never been injured. Tell me what you think. Play, cut, stop.
Which is more difficult?
Yes.
I don't know, boy. You seen them left tackles and right tackles in the league, boy? Trying to get
running, cutting, getting in and out of your break, transitioning with a knee brace on. How many wide receivers you see play with a knee brace? Now, how many defensive players you see D linemen and linebackers play with knee braces? How many wide receivers you see play with a knee brace in your life?
Yeah. Hey, that's crazy though, man. Just think about it.
So let me ask you a question. So what did Jalen Ramsey tear?
He let MCL sprain.
He tore something in the preseason, right?
Yeah. No, in practice.
Yeah. And he came back and did what?
He came back and ball. Did
he make the Pro Bowl? Did Jalen Ramsey make the Pro Bowl?
Did he?
Because I know Jalen Ramsey better not have made the Pro Bowl.
Why wouldn't he?
Because he tore his knee ligament. You need a recovery year. Remember, you need a recovery year. That's what you just told me. That's what you just told me in the chat.
He didn't tear his ACL.
What did he tear? PCL? He tore his meniscus.
See, meniscus. That's a little timetable. You get back right. Especially
that's a DB though,
huh?
You know that's a DB, right? That ain't no defense. That ain't no offensive lineman. That's a DB.
Yeah. And he came back and got a pick first game back.
Backpedal, drive. Backpedal, turn, run.
Yep. You right.
Backpedal, change direction.
You know, I'm not in their bodies. I'm not in Von Miller's body. I don't know. I just understand the difficulty coming off that edge and not being able to do the things you used to do before your injury.
One sack in 14 games.
You make it sound so easy. You make it sound so easy.
So, okay, what about a tackle? Okay, forget the sack. I don't want no sack. So you mean to tell me in 14 games you can only give me 5 tackles?
You know why he only had 5? Because they was running away from him. They were scared of him.
So that's what they did. So 14 games, nobody ran to his side.
Nah, they were scared of him.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, you know, Von real stout in the run too now. He's
very good against the run.
Yeah.
Carl Oakley said, Ocho, you my dog, but these cats make too much money for you to make excuses for them. We used to say in the Army, the maximum effective range of an excuse is 0 meters.
Hey, I like that.
I like it too.
I like that. Hey, that's a good matter of fact. Hold on. Let me get my pen and pad because I'm going to use that with real.
You need to use it for you. Huh? You need to use it for you. Rail don't be making no excuses. That's one thing I know about Rail.
Man, I left my damn notepad in Miami, man. Golly. Oh, hold on. I forgot the hotel got pins.
Hold on, Ocho.
Yo.
Can you tell the people at home, one of your best friends, he broke his ankle like week 14, and he came back in the Super Bowl and did what?
Oh, went crazy for 142. 142. I forgot how many catches he had.
Oh, wait a minute. You need recovery time.
He did
how you gonna break your ankle and
he had recovery time. He went and got surgery. They put pins and screws in his ankle. He did the therapy he needed to hurry up and get ready for the Super Bowl.
Oh, you mean to tell me? So he did. So hold on. So that means hold on. He broke his ankle one off season and came back ready for the Super Bowl the following season, right?
Right. It was a clean break, so it was easier to come back.
I don't know, but I don't know about no clean. I don't know about it was dirty. Maybe they cleaned it up. So in other words, I'm asking you again. He broke his ankle one season, and then the following season, not in the same season.
No, it was the same season.
What?
Yeah, they were playing the Cowboys. Roy Williams, horse collar. After that, they said no more horse collar tackles.
So in other words, we should have an expectation from players if they get back on the field. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all I need to know. We can move on, man.
I'm with you, right. Hey, but I need that quote again from Buddy with the Army. I need that Army quote.
He said, we used to say in the Army, the maximum effective range of an excuse is 0 meters. So you don't need to be any distance to give somebody an excuse.
Yeah,
they say in the military, they have to do collateral damage. They say, okay, when we drop this bomb, what's the blast radius?
Yeah.
What's the blast? If we were to do this,
right?
How many meters out? How many miles is the destruction going to be?
Right.
He says, in order for you to give an excuse, you don't have to worry about no distance.
I like that. Hey, boy, he talking too. I don't know who Buddy is, but I appreciate that. I'm gonna use that one because the next time she give me an excuse,
the chat saying the next time the chat saying they need you to stop giving excuses to these players. That's what the chat said.
I ain't make no excuses for them. I would just give you an example on why it may not be what we used to seeing. That's all. I'm not making an excuse for them. I'm just giving you the issue to the problem. Maybe what it is. That's all. I ain't making no excuses.
They sound like they staying with you. They say, Ocho, we staying with you.
Stay with me now. I ain't making no excuses. I know what I'm gonna use that quote. The next time I try to shake the cover, then somebody talk about they too tired. Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm saying. Hey.
Yeah.